Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Peekaboo. Available in 2020. The album, Dad AF. I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. The album, Dad AF. The Beauty Influencer Friendship Edition. What's love got to do with it? What's love, dance with me, but a second-hand emotion? How are you guys doing today? This is my second video today. I had a video all planned out, I had a video all planned out with notes and everything. And then Tati'S Westbrook decided to drop her video. I already made my response to that. I'm kind of still thinking about it. So if more comes out, there will be a third video today. I don't know if more is going to come out in the next few hours or not. If not, I will, of course, be back here tomorrow to talk about everything that's going on. But I have these things I want to talk about, and then I kind of want to talk about the aftermath of Tati'S video and the aftermath of all of these things that are coming out about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. I just, at this point, I cannot believe that Jeffree Star is absolutely staying silent. And just, I mean, you want to talk about friendship. That's what friends are for. Well, Jeffree, I think you have shown what kind of friend you are to Shane Dawson. And if Shane Dawson doesn't get it, I think the rest of the world sees it. Jeffree Star is absolutely staying silent over there. I think he is so terrified of his own career and reputation. This is just my opinion, okay? And I'm allowed to have a public opinion about a public person, public figure of the world. But I have to imagine that he's over there and he's just like, what do I do to protect myself at this point? And so he is not coming out against Shane Dawson. Now he will, I believe at some point, will put out a statement, whether it's in this every video that he does, it's like an apology or a statement video. He always sits like this. It's very contrived. It's just him, like in the camera, or him on a couch, that kind of thing. He will either come out with a statement there, or he'll do it in an Instagram story and whatever. But I think at this point, he doesn't really know what to do to kind of clean up this mess that, let's just be for real, all started with Jeffree Star. And you know, I just went in and I looked at the social blades. Tati'S Westbrook is losing subscribers off of this video, so she's not gaining anything right now, okay? Shane Dawson is still continuing to lose subscribers as of today. And Jeffree Star is not being affected by this at all. Like, he's not losing any subscribers right now. So Jeffree Star is probably the one that's going to get out of all of this. Of course, this is what always happens when all of this drama occurs. I mean, we are literally in the middle of what people are now calling Carmageddon or Dramageddon 3. We are in the middle of it. And I have a feeling this is going to go on for a while because I think people are going to start coming out and talking about what is going on. I personally feel that a lot of people are going to feel safe and comfortable now to come out and tell their truth. What is interesting to me is the amount of people in my DMs right now. I have a lot of people that are sending me information, but there is a huge amount of people that are making excuses for why Shane did this, or if he has any part in this. It's like they believe what Tati said, but they're making excuses as to why Shane would have done that he was completely controlled and manipulated by Jeffree Star, yada, yada, yada. Well, if that's true, and all these people believe that Jeffree Star is the master manipulator, why are Tati and Shane the ones that are losing the subscribers? Why isn't Jeffree the one? If everybody can see that for what it is, you know? But I want to talk about a couple things, and then we're going to talk about the aftermath of what has occurred since all of this. First of all, I want to talk about Blair White. Blair White, you know, made this video the other day. I made a whole response to that. After I dropped my video, she came out on Instagram. She talked about how upset she was, how bad she felt that she had made this video talking about her friend Shane Dawson. She went in there and talked about all this kind of stuff. You know, it's like, I guess I'm confused as to why you dropped this video where you came for Jeffree Star, but indirectly you came for James Charles. I don't know really what to think of that still to this moment. But then it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. But then you come out in a statement. It's like, I feel like this, I feel like that. And I believe people can have, you know, emotions that are all over the place. But, you know, like, you worked really hard on this video. She fed this video out, you guys, for like 2 or 3 days, right? Now, when Shane Dawson wants to accuse Tati Westbrook of being a master manipulator, and Ryland backed him up in a tweet, because I talked about this in my last video, Shane went on a live stream as soon as Tati's video came out, and he called her a manipulator. He said, fake tears, and he was like screaming at her and stuff like that. And then Ryland came out and he made a statement on Twitter, and he said, Tati Westbrook, a masterclass in manipulation. The only way to save her reputation was to side with the person that she tried to ruin. He then goes on and says, hope you enjoy those sold out vitamins that made you millions in minutes. From Shane's support, you two-faced liar. I'm not really big on people doing somebody a favor and then throwing that favor in their face, no matter what, okay? I just think that that's a really bad look, and it really shows your immaturity. Not to mention, Ryland, at this time, you are really implicating yourself in everything that is going on, no matter who is involved at this point. Tati, James Charles, Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, all of them collectively do not look great in this whole situation. Ryland, you have just implicated yourself in this whole situation, okay? Because you knew what was going on behind the scenes. I'm actually getting quite a few messages from people that are saying, you know, imagine if Nate came out and talked about what he knows behind the scenes, and then people are like, oh, but he probably signed an NDA. And I actually got this tweet that like just kind of backed what I have felt for the entirety of their relationship. Is, why would you sign an NDA with somebody that you really were in love with and had this 100% on? I mean, if I was in love with somebody, I don't care what kind of public figure they were, and we were going to live together and do all this kind of stuff, and they said, I need you to sign an NDA, I'd say, you can go F yourself. I'm not signing any NDA, okay? If my word with loving you isn't enough and whatever, I'm not going to come out and do that. I'm just not, okay? It'd be like, I would not, like, even if my husband and I broke up, I would not speak out against him. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe, you know, Nate really truly did love Jeffree, and he doesn't feel comfortable coming out and speaking against Jeffree because the relationship was 100% real. That's either the case, or the case is that there was an NDA. And that's just, you guys take it from that. But I wouldn't be signing an NDA with nobody I was in love with, period, end of story, okay? So then, Ryland comes out and he says, not today, MFers, do not try me right now. And then he comes back and he corrects himself and he says, try me today. So do not try me today. Not today, not 5 years ago, not 2 months ago, not a good Sunday in March have I ever been scared of Ryland Adams. Okay, I'm just saying. But good try, Ryland, good try, okay? You might want to be worried more about how you're going to be affording Gucci slides, because now, I know that Ryland's making a lot of money off of his channel, probably still, because I really, truly, at the end of the day, believe that all this is about power, control, money, and greed with all of these people. All of them, okay? I'm so just done with all of it. I just really am. You know, I have to say, I was watching a lot of drama videos about this while I was like in between the videos, and Dustin Daly addressed Tati coming out and saying, like, you know, like, let's give people, like, let's love them, and a lot of people are going to come out and tell their truth, and if they come out and tell their truth, like, you can't hold that against them because that's their truth, and now they feel safe to say it. And Dustin said something to the effect of, like, don't tell us how we can judge those people going forward. Absolutely, okay? I want to tell you, and I agree with Dustin 100% in what he said in that video. I want to tell you what this is. This is the time of reckoning for the audience, is what it is, okay? Because the truth is now being shown about these people to the audience. And this is the time where you guys, okay, all this time that these people took this power and control away from you, YouTube, you, the people that make YouTube powerful, okay? Because when they get up into the 22 and the 23 million subscribers, the 16, the 18, the 10 million subscribers, they forget about all of you, okay? That each one of you out there is not just a number. You are a real human being that is sitting behind the camera or on the other side of the camera, and you are watching all of this, and you are buying their products. You are putting Birkins in their closets. You are buying their houses and their ranches. You are giving them the life. You, all of you out there, okay? I'm gonna tell you something, okay? People always want me to shout out nice people. Well, there's this guy that watches my vlog. His name is Stephen Hill. I absolutely adore him. He has put out, I think, 4 vlogs now on his channel. And I watched his latest vlog last night, and he started with 24 subscribers. Now, because I talked about him on my vlog, people have gone over and they have checked him out, and they liked his content, and they have stayed, and he now has like 175 subscribers. This guy is so excited, okay, about how he has grown off of it. He went and he was reading every comment off of his vlog that he got last night. He was so thankful. He was like, it makes me so excited that somebody would actually cook their dinner while they're listening to me vlog. He was like, my dream is that somebody would take a 6-hour road trip and that everybody in the car would listen to what I had to say. Like, that is so pure and innocent. I absolutely love this. And this is somebody that talks about making lists of all the things you love in your life. And he comes from a point of love. You guys, if you listen to his vlogs are amazing. I love him. He's 27 years old, and he is like, I have learned so much from just listening to his vlogs the last couple days and how much he's changed and all this kind of stuff. And he talked about hating himself, you know, because he used to be, you know, like anti-gay and real religious. And he today believes that God, you know, doesn't make junk and that God loves him. And I mean, it is so powerful, you guys. And he ain't making videos and pointing fingers and all this kind of stuff. He's just being himself. And I'm going to link his channel below. And you guys all go check him out. You want a pure and innocent, just, hey, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you and I'm being myself YouTuber instead of all these people that are manipulating their audiences. Go check out Stephen Hill. I adore this guy. So anyway, you know, it's just like these people, they want to forget that you out there, you are the most important person, okay? You out there. You're the ones that are watching their videos and putting all this kind of stuff up. So anyway, Ryland Adams spotted off. Well, you might be worried, Ryland. Let me put my lip gloss on. I am heated about this. People want to say I'm heated. Why are you heated? I'm heated at the arrogance of it all. I am. The entitlement and the arrogance and the manipulation of the audience, of which I feel part of. Like, it's just a lot, you know? So, YouTube supposedly went in. I've seen several people put this out there, and I went in and checked myself. YouTube has supposedly demonetized all of Shane Dawson's videos. Now, I have to tell you, I went in probably to 10 videos, and I didn't see an ad on 1 video. So, I don't know if that's true, but from the research that I did on 10 videos across, like, off his platform, I didn't see any monetization on any videos. And if Shane Dawson's videos have been demonetized, that is a huge deal, because getting sponsorships in the future with this history is going to be really difficult for him as well, right? So this literally, of everything that has happened, and this was before Tati'S video came out. This didn't have anything to do with Tati, okay? This was Shane's own doing of what came out before. So I don't know if that's like YouTube's finally holding him accountable. If that is the case, like, I mean, that's pretty scary, you know, like, I don't know, to be coming out so hard. And people, consistently, I have seen people say to Ryland, you know, like, you didn't have an issue with, you know, Shane and the Jada Pinkett Smith thing and all these things from the past. You didn't get up in arms about that. You didn't make a statement, but now you're coming for all these MFers out there that are coming for Shane over this Tati video. I know, it's not a great look. Okay, hold on, somebody texted me, it might be T. What is this? So somebody... It was T. So then, you know, this was interesting to me. Garrett Watts put up this cryptic tweet yesterday. I talked about it. I gotta find the video. So anyway, he went into this TikTok. Let me find it. Oh my Lord, I've got so many receipts. Well, first of all, CNN covered this. CNN Entertainment. Shane Dawson is the latest big YouTuber to apologize for racist videos. It was picked up by CNN, you guys. That's like, oh, pictures of my dogs. So cute. So I want to find this Garrett Watts thing. But anyway, Garrett Watts goes onto this TikTok. He put this like kind of like cryptic, I cannot find this thing. He put this cryptic tweet out about all you need to do is be a good person or something like that. Good. I cannot find this. Anyway, there is this TikTok. I'm going through all of these, and it was this guy, and he was like dancing, but it was something about like racist jokes aren't funny or something like that. And Garrett like commented on it, and so many people sent this to me. It was unreal. I've literally gone through like 50, 60 receipts at this point, and I cannot find it. I'm just like going through all this. So anyway, and Garrett Watts, who is, you know, his closest friend, he responded to this underneath there. He commented on it and said something like, I love your videos. And people are speculating that that's Garrett kind of indirectly saying that he doesn't want anything with this, you know. I've made several comments in my videos about like when I like met with Shane and things like that. And everybody was nice to me that day. I just was surprised about the conversation that they felt so comfortable talking about people that they considered close friends of theirs. I was just kind of like, that was surprising to me. I will tell you, Garrett Watts was not included in that conversation. Garrett Watts, there was a Starbucks in the Cosmopolitan, and he walked over to Starbucks and got a coffee, and he said there was a barista he was just really nice. He was really nice, okay? There was nothing shady about him whatsoever. And yeah, it was like that. You know, to be honest with you, the people I talked to the closest were Andrew and Shane. I didn't really talk to anybody else. I mean, Ryland kind of like sat on the floor, and my husband talked to him, and it was just... But I was surprised by how they talked about closest friends of theirs, you know? And I want to say this because I alleged this in my last video, that there was a small situation that had happened with Shane Dawson where I kind of started seeing him for who he was. And I know people are going to speculate and think it's about the conspiracy palette and the series. I didn't want to be in that series, and thank God I wasn't. Thank God I wasn't in that series, okay? And I gave all of that PR that I got. When I finally did give it, I gave it to a fan. I have the whole video up and stuff like that. It was a really small situation that happened with me and Shane, but it really opened my eyes kind of to how he was. And it was when I was in LA, something that happened, and I was trying to do something special for somebody else, and Shane knew that, and he kind of, he took that moment away from me, and which it was going to happen anyway, and he took that moment away from me, and he used another YouTuber as an excuse for why he did that, and then just was like, oh, I'm really sorry, well, I hope you understand, and I was like, yeah, it's completely gracious, because I wanted that person to have that moment. It had nothing to do with me, and I did not care about that moment. I wanted that person to have that special moment. So whether it came from me or it came from Shane, it didn't really matter to me. But the fact that he did it and he acted like he didn't know some things, it was really highly manipulative to me. And that was really where I started seeing Shane Dawson for who he was as a person. And that was when I was in LA the second time. So, you know, for me, it just was like, and that's where I said in my last video, you know, I've been betrayed a lot in my life. I've been screwed over. I'm 48 years old as of yesterday. You know, it's like, and I've screwed people over in my own life. I can see it coming a mile away. I'm not stupid, okay? I'm not somebody that you can just like excuse away and I'm gonna be like, oh, Shane, oh, and I did. I have been so like celebritized by these people through the years, and I don't see it that way anymore. I just see them as people, you know? So that was that. The Garrett Watts thing. I don't know where Garrett Watts stands in this. I don't think Garrett Watts will come out and say anything. I really don't, you know. Trisha Paytas just put up this podcast. I started listening to it. She's talking about all this kind of stuff, and I went underneath her tweet because she says it's called addressing things or something like, or my statement is what it's called. So I looked under her Twitter, where somebody had posted she posted the video, and someone said, is it worth watching, or like, does she address things? And somebody said underneath there, she just kind of like briefly addresses Jeffree and Shane, but don't watch it unless you're like a real Trisha fan. I was like, well, then I won't waste my time. So anyway, then Morphe. This is interesting. So people were asking Morphe to drop Shane Dawson, the conspiracy palette. As of today, Morphe has taken everything of Shane Dawson's off of their website. It was like as of last night, it's not there anymore, okay? But Jeffree Star's stuff is still up there, tons of it. Which is interesting because Tati in her video alleged that Jeffree is part owner of Morphe, right? So yet again, saving face, throwing Shane Dawson to the wolves and taking no responsibility and whatever, you know? I kind of at this point, like if Shane's going to come out with a tell-all and Shane's going to like come for Tati and all this kind of stuff, why don't you tell some truths about Jeffree Star too? That's what I want to know. I want to know what you know about Jeffree Star that the world doesn't know. Because there's Jeffree Star on screen that you allowed us to see, and then there's all this stuff that you never allowed us to see. That's what I want to know, Shane, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And so anyway, so then he gets on here, or then Gabby Hanna deletes her videos, you guys. Now, I have to tell you, I was really surprised about this. Gabby Hanna put out a tweet, and she said something about still being scared for her life, and that if somebody came for her, you know, blah, 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 whatever, that came for her friends or family, like, you know, it wasn't an accident. And I saw this, and people were speculating that it was like stalkers or like, you know, fans, crazy fans and all this kind of stuff. But then people were tagging me in it, and they were like, is this because of what Gabby told you about Shane Dawson saying to her that Jeffree Star still uses that language? That would make sense. I don't know, okay? But it's interesting to me that collectively, Blair White, you know, Blair White and Cam Lester and Tati, 3 people are now coming out and saying that they're afraid for their lives and that Tati like increased her security and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's very speculative to me. And she said this, Gabby said this right before she deleted all the videos. And what's interesting to me about this, and I have to say, okay, judge her for what you want. Like, I think we all know that, you know, Gabby is maybe not the most stable person in the entire world. And maybe Twitter is probably not the place to take all of her, you know, complaints to the world. But I have to tell you that when she took this down, she said, for those questioning the disappearance of 40 million views on my channel last night, and then she linked every single video, which is all of her videos with Shane Dawson. And, you know, like I said in the video that I did about Shane, that it was interesting because Shane deleted all these videos, but he didn't tell us what videos he deleted. And I said Jenna Marbles deleted videos, but she told us what videos were deleted. So I have to say, I'm impressed that Gabby did that. I mean, it leaves no speculation as to what those videos are. You know what I mean? So basically what she's saying is, I take no stand with Jeffree or with Shane Dawson anymore. So, and she's unfollowed him on everything. And so I don't know, is Gabby Hanna going to come out and speak? I really wish she would. I really wish Gabby felt comfortable and safe enough to come out and tell her truth. I know people probably, this is the thing, is that Gabby has set herself up now for, like, people aren't going to believe what she says. But at the same time, it's like, if you're going to come out with some truths, like, now's the time to say it, you know? This is the thing. If people start coming out now and they start feeling comfortable and safe to tell their truth all collectively together, sure, it's going to look like this pile up and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's going to be like this and this, and I mean, people are going to be like, okay, we just can't not believe it anymore, it's too much. But if somebody waits like 2 weeks or 2 months, it's going to be like, then people are going to be like, meh, you know what I mean? Like, now you decided to come out with this. And then the thing I wanted to say, and I think I already said this, was that, you know, it's interesting that Shane calls, you know, Tati this master manipulator, but, like, you know, he was calling Cam Lester. He called Blair White. Like, he's called these people, like, to make sure that everything, let's get this over here. That is total manipulation, okay? Total manipulation. Cam Lester throws out his video, Jeffree Star doesn't respond, and Shane calls him and tries to fix the situation, okay? Blair's putting this thing out, and Shane Dawson, I mean, it's just like, what is going on here? You know what I mean? Like, no, Shane Dawson is trying to control situations behind the scenes, and the reason why he said in his video or his Instagram story that he's losing his mind is because he feels like he's out of control, and Shane does not like to be out of control, okay? Control is very, very important to Shane Dawson. We've seen that, okay? We've seen that in his series. We've seen that with how he releases things. If anybody comes for him, he gets very, very upset. We've seen little bits of that through time. Like, remember when everybody was upset with him because he didn't release his video and he said he needed 3 more days to edit it? He was like, don't rush me, I'll put out my... No. So you ever come for Shane Dawson, who we're seeing today in that Instagram story, who we saw in that 5-page paper, that is Shane Dawson. And I don't find that Shane Dawson humorous or funny, and I ain't waiting to see that stand-up anytime soon, okay? That's not a stand-up act that I would love to see, and I think it's funny, okay? That is contrived manipulation coming for people, and I'm just not buying it anymore whatsoever. And I'm not saying anybody is not complicit in this. I'm not saying Tati doesn't have a part in it, because she does. You know, like, the whole thing to me is so baffling. You know, and there's just a lot happening, you know? And if you go into my Twitter, like, I literally, you guys... I was sitting outside and my phone was hot, but I had to start closing down my Twitter because it was like freezing up. People were saying stuff. I posted my video about Shane and Tati. It has 37 comments underneath my Twitter, and let's see what people have to say. Watching now, somebody said, I'm freaking out about all this drama. Somebody, they're just people up. Someone said, please, everyone, don't forget these people are humans. The humiliation and hate can cause massive harm. Please stop the hate before it's too late. And I agree with that, and I said in my last video, I hope that Shane and Jeffree and, I think I said Shane and Ryland, but I hope Shane and Jeffree and Ryland are surrounding themselves with people that really care about them. But I do want to make this statement, and this kind of goes back a little bit to what Dustin Daly said in his video. You know, you want to put all this stuff out there, not just Tati, okay? But, you know, Jeffree Star and Shane, I mean, they co-signed all this stuff a year ago, right? Nobody back then was like, we shouldn't cancel James. Let's worry about James. Shane Dawson wasn't coming out in no video or Instagram story saying this is really horrible. Like, we shouldn't be doing this to James Charles. Ryland said if Shane was going to make the video, he would have made a video. He said something about, Ryland, he said something about, hold on a second, I want to pull it up here. Ryland said in his tweet, he said, Shane very well would have posted a video exposing James had he felt so inclined. No, he wouldn't have. He can't even post a look with his own palette that he made tens of millions of dollars from. Are you telling me Shane Dawson was going to get on his channel, his Floss and Glossin channel, his Shanae channel, his TV channel, which is still up, all those channels, any one of them? Are you telling me Shane Dawson was going to get up there and he was going to expose James Charles? Let's see it. Let's see it then, if that's what he's going to do, okay? Then maybe we really will see the real Shane Dawson, not the Shane Dawson that he wants to show the world, okay? The crying into an Instagram story that you don't have to buy his merch. Well, I hope he sold a lot of that merch, just like I hope Tati sold a lot of those pills, because listen, you're going to be living off those merch sales for quite some time. So anyway, it's just like, don't tell me that Shane Dawson was going to release any video. Shane Dawson was never going to release any kind of video about James Charles, period. And he didn't need to, because Tati Westbrook did it, okay? And whether he was part of that and co-orchestrated it, or didn't know, or what she's saying is true, whatever, he knew that video was coming out. He said that himself. He could have stopped that, okay? So when we want to talk about, oh, we got to love these people, we got to surround them in love, and they're human beings. Sure, they're human beings. We're all human beings, okay? And I say in my video all the time, I wish love on these people. I wish them to change, and I wish them to grow, okay? But listen, I have never in my life, like, fallen down and gotten back up and somebody loved me into change, okay? I've had to make those changes and they were tough. And I've had to look at who I was in the past, and I've had to, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm not seeing that from these people. I'm seeing finger pointing and all this kind of stuff. So, you know what? We can keep it on here with that hippie, lovey-dovey kind of stuff, okay? I had long hair back in the day and wore Grateful Dead t-shirts. That didn't make me a loving person, okay? We can talk about love and kindness and cancel culture and all that kind of stuff, and I don't want to cancel anybody. I don't. Like I said, I want accountability. I want to see growth and change, okay? Shane Dawson not addressing anything that has been alleged in the last 2 weeks, but coming out, and the two statements that he has made are about Tati Westbrook and the Dramageddon series. That tells you where Shane Dawson's focus is. He doesn't care about any of this stuff. He doesn't care about the racist remarks and all this stuff that's coming out, all these videos. He doesn't care about that. He doesn't think there's anything wrong with that. He cares about this, right? He cares about this. That's what he cares about. The whole thing just makes me sick. It does, right? And I can have love and I can have empathy for these people, you know, and I do as human beings. I don't wish them any ill will whatsoever. But where was that same energy with James Charles a year ago? And for me, it's not good enough, you know, for all of us to sit here and go, well, kumbaya, we've learned our lesson. You know, okay, fine. I mean, I think that's great. We do learn things. Does that mean that we just love people and we don't hold them accountable? Does that mean we just let them off the hook? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just, like, so baffled by this. It's just so, like, this is so ugly. And I do want to say this, because Snitchery, where is it at? Put this, somebody sent this to me. I want to give, oh, I don't even know the name, or I would. But Snitchery put this tweet out. Where is it at? I thought I just had it here. The person was like, I have all these receipts. Snitchery put this out, and she said, I'm a makeup-focused content creator with over 1 million followers. If you think the beauty community is all fighting and dramatics, you're following the wrong people. The other 99% of us are just minding our business and drawing crap on our faces, LMAO. And I was really like, I loved that tweet. Thank you, you know, for putting that out there. And I think that that's true, you know? So, I don't know, in the comment section below, drop your favorite non-problematic beauty influencer, and below I will drop Steven's vlog channel, and please go check it out. Even if it's not your cup of tea, check it out. You don't know. He posts hour to hour and a half vlogs, and it's really enjoyable to watch. I don't agree with everything he says, and I will just say that now. But, you know, he's sharing his life, he's sharing his experiences over there, so go check it out. And I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.